What's going on, Gemini? Time for tarot to do your reading for the month of June. This will resonate for Gemini, sun, moon, and rising signs. Go ahead with your other placements. Check out my other videos. I've released the majority of June zodiac verse, followed along by the Six of Wands. So there's something that was worked on here that someone wasn't happy with the outcome. So someone could have been rather judgmental with the way something was built, the way something was structured. This could have to do with the relationship as well. Someone on the outside wasn't very happy with the way this relationship was structured. So yeah, there could be someone in the partnership that isn't very loyal, isn't very trustworthy. You could be dealing with the water sign. This person isn't very committed, I'm hearing. When I was pre-shuffling and meditating on your reading, I did have with my shadow cards, where I kind of get the insight of what's been lurking in your shadow side that needs to come to the surface. You had spreading of influence, and that was transmission. And then you had knowledge, which is like study, learning, stuff like that. And I feel like Gemini right now is a really great time for you to start studying and implementing knowledge into your everyday, like implementing the intake of knowledge into your everyday life. If that has to do with a book, if that has to do with YouTube videos that are actually factual and have evidence to back them up. Whatever that may be, there's something that you Geminis have been wanting to study or get into that is really going to influence other people. I see that you're going to be a really great influence to those that are younger than you. So yeah, for the Geminis out there that have been really debating on putting your everyday practice into knowledge or studying something new, I see very great success in that. So here you have the Nine of Pentacles. So the last two cards that came out as I was talking were the Two of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles. So there could be a break for freedom that some of you Geminis have been stewing on. And I see that decision was made because the Two of Pentacles is in reverse. So some of you Geminis were ready to break free and start experiencing life on your own in the way that you want. So yeah, some of you Geminis might have released a partner that was just wasn't really necessary for you anymore. It wasn't really necessary for your energy. And I feel like you Geminis just wanted to start experiencing something new. And happy birthday, Geminis, by the way. We are in your birthday season. So happy belated birthday to any Geminis that have passed. Right here, we have the Nine of Wands. So this has been surfacing a lot in the readings. So no longer having your guard down, ready to experience, no longer feeling like constricted, like you need to protect everything that's around you. You're like straight posture, looking straight, not slunched, ready to go. You're ready to start taking in that new energy. You're no longer hesitant to experience something new. And that's very unlike you, Gemini. I feel like kind of like the things that have came into your life recently, or you've turned them down, like the blessings of the universe, you've been turning it down because you've been so guarded. You've had that guarded energy, and you realize that a lot of these things have been passing before your eyes, and that's because you've been so guarded and so neglectful to it. So let's see. What can Gemini expect, sun, moon, and rising for the month of June? What can they expect to unfold for June? So we have, walking away. So walking away from the hurt, the betrayal. And the Five of Wands. So there could be a situation, Gemini. You could have a friend group or live like in a household that has a lot of people. And there's a lot of fighting and a lot of argument. And you're walking away from this because it's so hurtful to you. It's just hurting you to see this this pain in the household. And I see that this drama doesn't have to do with you at all, but you're somehow brought into it. And you Geminis really don't want to be involved in that. So you're walking away. And this could have to do with an emotional connection. You could still live with your parents and they could be married. You could be a Gemini who just still like lives, and there's nothing wrong with that at all. I'm not saying it in a bad way. But some of you Gemini, yeah. So the court could be involved as well with justice. So yeah, there could be some court situation that people are involved with, someone around you. This is going to go in a variety of different ways. I can't really say one general way how this court system is going to play out. Yeah, so there's someone around you, Gemini, who's involved in the courts, and you may not be aware of this. So if you, Gemini, have done anything wrong, if there's something that you could be guilty of, be aware that you could be taken to court. And so this could have to do with the partnership as well. So you could be, so for you Geminis that do have children, due to a partnership, you were in a partnership and you have children, you could be taken to court and be filed like no custody of the children. So be aware of that. If that could apply to you, always take what resonates. If you don't have children, obviously that isn't going to apply to you, but it could apply in a different way. If you're not involved with the court system, so Gemini, if you're not involved in the court system, you had a partnership or you had a family environment that was very toxic. It was a lot of fighting, and it's like the whole family situation got involved. So with this partnership, it wasn't just you and the other individual. Everyone got dragged down with it, and that's very unhealthy, very toxic. I see that you're walking away from that, and that's very healthy for you because you're no longer putting your energy into a relationship that's not bringing you any fulfillment or any happiness or any newness. There's nothing that can grow from this toxic relationship. So what is the outcome for Gemini regarding the partnership? What is the outcome regarding this partnership, beloved? For the Geminis in this partnership. Yeah, okay. So some of you may be hesitant to walk away from this partnership, and that could be why the court system gets involved. This could be a very toxic situation, and the court has to get involved because the children are being neglected here. I see that it's almost a form of abuse. You're allowing... Yeah, so that's going to resonate for a specific Gemini out there. Very specific message. Yeah, and if it's not to that extreme, it's just there's so much past history in this relationship that it's really hard to walk away from someone who you've been in a partnership with for a really long time. You've built a very just all this partnership. Look at all this stuff, all this creation that has been built. You have a family, and you're just being very indecisive on what to go for next. So you really got to listen to your emotions, and you need to really weigh out and take in the flow of that emotional stream. Because if you don't register the emotions, it's just going to build up, and the partnership is just going to be toxic. So there is a way to work it out. It's possible to work it out. Everything's possible to work out, but it's just going to take both parties in that particular situation. Yeah, so someone is going to want to walk away because the burden is just too strong. So we do have the 10 of Wands here, and that is the walking away, going in a new direction, putting your energy into something new because there's newness on the other side that wants to work out for you, Gemini. So what is the outcome of this situation? So if you're a female Gemini, be very aware that it may not work out in your favor. So if you are a female, you're a feminine Gemini, you could have fire in your chart. You could be a rising fire sign or also a sun fire sign. You could also be Mars placement fire as well. So you're going to be very unhappy with the way the situation unfolds. So be aware of that. Be very cognitive. Do not get your hopes up. I'm not here to tell you that everything's going to be peachy keen. I'm here to tell you when things are going to go the wrong way as well. So be aware of that. You're in charge of your own destiny here, Gemini. So do not get your hopes up. Don't have any assumptions. Don't have any perception on how the situation is going to go. Just live in the present moment, and whatever happens, happens. Just trust that the universe brought that situation to your conscious for a reason. So let's go to the chakra wisdom. Let's see which chakras are going to be most active for Geminis. That is so weird because when I was pre-shuffling the deck, the 3 of Wands popped out. And right now, when I just was going to start shuffling, it popped out again. So this is, the 3 of Wands is about being in a whole new environment and looking back on how far you came. So some of you Geminis or cross watchers as well, you're leaving this situation and you're going to be so grateful for how far you came. You're looking back on all the bullshit and you're like, thank God I am not a part of that anymore. And the Three of Wands, no, that's the Two of Wands with the World in the hands. But the Three of Wands is followed after. So you realize that your world is in your hands. So you're in charge of your destiny. So whatever you want, you can make for yourself. So with the Three of Wands here, you're looking back on how far you came and you're like, thank God I'm not in that situation anymore. So very good for you, Gemini. And this is the solar plexus chakra. So that's that gut instinct, that intuitive knowing, that feeling in your stomach where you just know things aren't right in that situation. So you're now like intuitively, you feel like you're on the right path. And this might not be yet. I feel like this situation that I'm tapping into, this is going to be in the future. So you're going to be grateful for the decision that you made, Gemini, regarding walking away. You also have Temperance that just flipped out, and that has to do with patience. So really trust that you could be dealing with the Sagittarius, because Temperance is Sag card. Sorry, a card fell. So yeah, just know that this situation is going to take patience. So it's not going to be an overnight success. And that has to do with the root chakra. So just trust that you're found. So you really need to work on your foundation. You need to work and trust and have faith that the universe is on your side, and that that you are on the right path. You're making the right decision for yourself, not for anyone else. Any other chakra clarifications for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs? So you have the King of Swords, with the Fool in reverse. So you know how I said that someone might get their hopes up? Well, I feel like there's an individual here. Okay, so this is you, Gemini, with the air. So the wands could have been the energy of the other individual. So it's like you both are getting your hopes up in a way. Like neither party is winning in this situation. So you might feel like, like walking away, like I really did him in, but no, you didn't. Like you guys are both like, you're both hurting, you're both suffering from the situation. So don't have that assumption. Don't make that assumption like, oh, I really got the best of him, because you didn't. Like you got the best of yourself too. So be aware of that energy, Gemini. So let's see which zodiac sign is most prominent through the month of June. So which zodiac signs are you most connected to through the month of June? We're going to pull 3 with my astro dice, and this can go Sun, Moon, and Rising. So you have Leo here. So you could have Leo in your chart, or you could be involved with the Leo. You have Pisces, water, and you have Taurus. So you have earth, water, and fire. And those can go Sun, Moon, and Rising. So we're going to get an overview with the astro dice of what's going to go on. I feel like Geminis deserve this since it is their birthday season. So we have the Moon, 11th house, in Aquarius. So this is a very active social mind. So the 11th house and Aquarius are pretty much the same thing. So the 11th house rules people, humanitarian, working with the group of people for the benefit, like the better of the world. It's Uranian energy, making finding new ways to make success. So I feel like Gemini, this has to do with your mental thinking, because you have the Moon here. So I feel like with the 11th house in Aquarius, you're tapped into that collective energy. So you're looking at all around what is going to make you better, what's going to make you better as a person in order to benefit the collective. So that's very good energy here. You're very tapped into friendships and social settings as well. So I feel like that's going to really benefit the mind, if you've been feeling anxious or depression or stressed, being around people, being around your friends, being around your family is really going to help you in this month. Okay. So let's see which crystal we are going to pick for Gemini. So I'm going to close my eyes and we're going to go and pick a crystal. And based on the healing qualities of the crystal, I'm going to give you advice. So let's see which crystal is most prominent for Gemini. We're going to kind of shuffle them up. Which crystal is going to be most prominent for Gemini this month? What messages do we have for Gemini based on the choosings of this crystal? How light, and this has to do with like the family and the relationships as well, and the health. So yeah, you really need to take a lot of care with your health and your relationships, because this is the stone that has to do with that. This is how light. So your friendships and your relationships are going to play a beneficial role in making you feel good and grounded as a person. This is perfect for the situation. Okay, so let's go to animal spirit. So let's see which animal spirit is most prominent for Gemini. Which animal spirit best represents Gemini's path and their obstacle? Which animal spirit best represents Gemini's path and their obstacle blocking them from that path? Which animal spirit best represents Gemini? Sun, moon, and rising signs. We got a lot of flippers. We're going to flip them back. Which animal spirit best represents Gemini's path and Gemini's obstacle? Let's see. Ooh, octopus. So yeah, what I said with like the drama, this is your path card. So with the octopus here, you're allowing yourself to be entangled in other people's problems and other people's business and other people's drama, and you need to take yourself out of that because it's depleting the mind. Look at all this energy in the mind here. Look at all of that. So there's a lot of action in the mind, and that's due to the outer circumstances. So Geminis, if you've been feeling very depressed and stressed out, you need to pay attention to your environment, because chances are that's the leading cause of your depression, your anxiety, your stress. What is Gemini's obstacle? What is blocking them and keeping them in the path of the octopus? Whoa. Too many cards. Just get 1 or 2 cards, beloved. Whoa! They said, you want 1 or 2 cards? We're going to give you however many we want. It's not about what you want. It's about what we want to give. Good message. Thanks, beloved. What is the obstacle here? It's like this is your path and your obstacle, like all in one. Like you keep allowing this entanglement, this is your path and this is your obstacle. Like they don't want to give any other further information, you know? You have the oyster. So this is brewing. So the oyster, there is that tiny little pearl that's inside this ugly little oyster. And when you open it, it's just the most beautiful, extraordinary, fascinating thing worth so much money. And what that applies to your life is that once you get out of this entanglement and you start focusing on your own energy, stop putting your business or stop putting your nose in everyone else's business, that's when your business is going to blossom up and you're going to like really like have that breakthrough of this is what I'm meant to do. Like this is what's been brewing inside of me all along. So there's something that wants to come out for you, Gemini. There's something that's been brewing in you that really wants to come out. And these are both the same type of cards too. So it's almost like what's been brewing inside you has been here all along. It's like these are correlating into one energy. So like I said, like once you let go of this entanglement and let go of all this anxiety in the mind and all this mental conflict, that's when you can awaken and have that beauty blossom from the inside out. Very beautiful energy, Gemini. I love that. And then there's the energy of the peacock, which is it's very difficult to get to the energy of the peacock because the peacock sees the beauty of everything. It's the assimilator of beauty. It sees the beauty and the ugly. Everything that is bad, it can conjure into something beauty. And that's very hard for us humans to do. Okay. What do the romance angels want Gemini to know this month regarding romance? What are the messages for Gemini this month regarding romance? Whoa, everything keeps going this way. You have passion here, so allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So I feel like this more so has to do with the passion for the self. So focus on what makes you feel passionate. Focus on the creative talents and the hobbies that make you have so much passion. Really speak about your passions to other individuals, because other people get a rise when we're so passionate about the things we talk about. They almost have that like awakening in themselves. It's like a mirror. Any other messages regarding romance for Gemini in the month of June? Any other messages for romance for Gemini in the month of June? Too many cards. Any other messages for Gemini in the month of June regarding romance? So quiet. You have religious factors, and this could be the one. Ooh, so someone might meet someone, Gemini, so you might meet someone that is very into the same knowledge as you. So the same spiritual way of thinking, the same practice of religion you both have. So this could be that partner that is everything, that you are with until the day you die, because you both have that same belief system and you come together to help the collective as a whole. So yeah, that passion here. Okay. So yeah, passion, this could be the one in religious factors. That's all about, I don't necessarily want to say twin flame because people go way too far with that shit. But I will say that you are or on the path of meeting someone who has that same religious mindset as you. You're going to work together on your passions. So that could be astrology and reflexology, or that could be healing and like energy healing and Reiki. Like you're both going to come together and you're going to be so passionate of each other's own creativity. You're going to come together and you're going to benefit the collective. So that's very good energy for Gemini. And let's see what is lurking in Gemini's shadow side. So remember I said the transmission and knowledge. So like this correlates into the reading because you got to get away from this toxicity. Once you get away from the toxicity, you're going to blossom up and you're going to find that passion or that creative art. You're going to come together with another individual and you're going to influence the collective in a good way. You're going to really open the eyes of a lot of people, Gemini. What is lurking in Gemini's shadows that must come to the light in the month of June? What is it lurking in Gemini's shadow side? What is lurking in Gemini's shadow that must come to the light in the month of June for Gemini's sun, moon, and rising? What is lurking in Gemini's shadows? Is that, do every time I look at that it stays blue? Or is it changing? We have witness, to know personal evidence and to speak out. So for the Geminis that have recently witnessed malicious behavior, something that was just not right, something that just doesn't sit with you, I see that with this card, you need to speak that out. So if this has to do with the relationship, you could be a friend that's on the outside and you saw malicious behavior in a relationship. So say someone is in a relationship with someone, but they're talking to someone else on the side. So you're kind of on the outside like, fuck, like, what do I do? Like, I really care about both these individuals, but this isn't right. So this is kind of saying to speak out, but be careful in the way you speak it out. So don't just come out and say it, kind of like hint it, because you don't want to, you also don't want to be that person in the middle where causes the issue and then you lose like both friendships, you know? So that's going to resonate to a specific Gemini out there, not every Gemini. you have resurrection and religion. See, yeah, so some religious breakthrough is going to come through. And you could also be using religion as well to get yourself out of this slumber, to get yourself out of this this dark time. So your religious path is really what gives you that faith and that motivation to keep going. So for you guys for people that feel like that faith or the trust or even just like praying isn't working for you, just know and trust that it is. This is the cards letting you know that this is what's keeping you and holding you onto that faith, because you have faith in your God. You have faith in the ones that are protecting you and guiding you on a day-to-day basis. So that's very good energy, Gemini. So just trust and know that you have your spirit guides. You have those around you to assist you in this direction, and you just need to really go about it and what's going to serve you. What's going to best serve you, Gemini. So let me know in the comments down below how this reading resonated with you. I got a few specific messages, so if any of those resonate to you, I would love to hear your feedback. I would love to hear your comments. Links in the description box down below for tarot and oracle decks, as well as my donation link. If you would like to check out my other videos, I will have them right here where you can just click and watch my other videos. Yeah, go ahead, watch your sun, moon, rising signs. You'll get additional information on that. So Geminis, I will be back for your July 2021 reading. Bye, Gemini.